The following podcast has been paid for by the New World Order.
All right, we're now recording. We're now live. We are live and in color, my friend. Are we live? We are live. Yeah. Go get the microphone there, baby. Hey, baby.
Baby, will you come my way?
Hey.
All right. The following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Introducing your podcast partners. I'm sorry, I fucked that up already.
What? Podcast partners.
Oh my god. From the top, all right, here we go.
From the top.
Make it drop. That's a whap.
Bro.
I hate myself so much.
Leave these bloopers in. Don't edit.
We get to have this. This is on the blooper reel. All right. The following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Introducing your host from the Bay Area. He is the Rated E Superstar. Introducing his podcast partner from the Salt Flats of Utah. He is the voice. This is Jordan.
Oh, my bad.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast that you have never, ever heard. I'm Jordan. That's my lovely co-host, Dominic, right over there. Say hi to the people, Dom.
What's up? Hey, whatever that was that COVID? Are you okay?
You are listening to Talking Kayfabe. How you doing today, Dom?
I'm good.
Are you good? You sure?
You sure? Yeah.
All right. Well, thought I'd ask.
Like you was having a hard time breathing.
Well, you know, I've got this little chest congestion thing going on. You know, I got the dodgy eye thing going.
That's why we're doing this in separate places. It's like I'm peeing in a bucket right now, but that's not the case. That's water, y'all.
Well, as the norm in this COVID confused world, we, and by I say we, I mean me and Dom, are practicing our social distancing. I'm right here in the lovely blue dungeon studio room. Dominic's out there in the world, facing and braving the streets of COVID from his phone.
We out here in these streets, son.
Oh, today we're going to talk about everything. All of those have listened to Cocking Kayfabe. Cocking Kayfabe? Jesus Christ. What's Cocking Kayfabe, Dom?
I don't know, man. That's more your bag than mine.
Well, that's our OnlyFans page. If you want to check out what Cocking...
Hello, ladies.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. So we're here going to be talking about all things wrestling. We're going to be talking about everything WWE, AEW, TNA, SmackDown, Raw, Dynamite, ECW, TNA, Impact Wrestling, New Japan Wrestling, baby! We're going to be talking about all of that right here on Talking Kayfabe. As we drew in the hat last week, what are we talking about today, Dom? What did we draw out of the hat? I forget. Fuck. I'm getting old.
Shit, no, I don't know. That's your job.
I'm trying to throw it to you. I'm trying to throw it to you, and you're not even going for it. I'm heartbroken. I'm sorry. Well, last week, you've heard... I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, as you guys know, you guys have all heard of the box of gimmicks. Well, right here on Talking Kayfabe, we have the bag of topics. So let's draw out of our bag of topics here. Here we go. Here we go. Drum roll, please, Dom. Can you do the drum roll? Oh, yeah. Real quick, you know that National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, right? When they're doing the drum roll thing.
Why would I know that?
Oh my God, you're so behind on pop culture. How dare you?
Doughboy from Boys in the Hood, right?
Yes, I do. All right, this week we're going to be talking about the greatest wrestling return, in my opinion. We're going to be talking about the return of Goldberg.
Daniel Bryan. Oh.
I'm sorry. This is awful. This is completely awful. This is complete trash.
What's return? What's return, Goldberg?
The greatest. Come on, the greatest one.
Which one was that?
I'm asking. Yeah, you know what the greatest return of Goldberg was.
I don't. Which one?
No, we're going to be talking about the re-debut.
Goldberg's greatest anything. Enlightening.
No, today we're going to be talking about the return of the rated R superstar Edge. Because that seemed to be something that really bonded Dom and I. I remember where I was when I watched it. I know that we've already talked about. Should we do this one, or we've already kind of given our? This is already a podcast one that we've already done.
Yes.
Let's do something fresh. Let's do something fresh.
Okay. Let's do something fresh. What's something fresh?
Something fresh that we've never done, or something we've never talked about openly, anyway. Oh, why don't we do a top 10 list? Top 10 greatest thrown together tag teams.
I'm down.
All right. So are we going to do this together, or are we just going to come up with our own on the fly? Because your boy here is good on the fly.
I think we should come together with a consensus.
Okay.
Of 10, that we agree that this is the 10.
All right. Yeah, because, in our private conversations, we both found out that your boy here is not good at calling it in the ring.
At all.
I tried.
But we could do that right now. Let's do our
I'm good.
WrestleMania match. Let's do it.
So let's.
He took a whole topic, made me take 2 days to figure out what I was going to do. I put it together. My 5 favorite WrestleMania matches, put them together to create one WrestleMania. This is his idea, by the way. I go to him finally 2 days later. I say, yo, I got my matches. Let's do this. He said, I'm going to call it in the ring. I said, the fuck? What are you talking about? You going to call it in the ring? I said, okay, go ahead. This nigga starts rattling off main events over the last 5 years. Go fuck.
Oh, thank you, Dom. Thank you for exposing my bare ass to the people. Thank you.
Your flaw.
My flaw. Yeah. Because as you all know, I don't have any flaws. I'm the voice of Talking Kayfabe.
Ooh. Okay. Thrown together tag team.
All right. So top 10. So should we just start naming out throwing together tag teams and then start labeling?
Well, maybe we write out some. So if we keep notes of the ones that we're saying.
My brother, this is an audio podcast. It's not visual. Why are we writing things out?
Well, you write it and then we say the words, nigga. We don't do like, all right, we wrote it down, y'all. Then we end the podcast. We wrote down 10. Thanks for listening.
Hey, it works.
Thanks for listening to my pencil scratch along paper.
Why don't we start rattling off throwing together tag teams? I'm going to throw out there one that was a thrown together tag team that I truly love. Dominic's going to shit all over it, but I love it.
I know exactly what you're about to say. Go.
Kane and Rob Van Dam.
I knew that's where you was going with it.
That's my ultimate. That's my number one thrown together tag team.
Can I throw out 2 Goldust ones?
Ooh.
Goldust and Stardust. And Goldust and Booker T.
Yeah, but does Goldust and Stardust, because they seem to be sort of a stable kind of thing. Like it's not really thrown together.
Yes,
because
it
makes sense.
Yes, it is, because Cody became Stardust to be with Goldust?
It's kind of hard to beat Goldust and Booker T.
But I'm rolling with Goldust and Booker T is gonna be high on my personal. Like, I'm a fight to get Booker T and Goldust as high as possible on this list because they're going to be on the list.
I don't think they don't belong at least in the top 5.
But I mean, I think me and you both know what the number 1 is, and I think we're both holding off on it.
Okay.
But we both know what number 1 is. I think we do.
Okay. So does Edge and Christian, what about them? Where do they rank on this list?
It's interesting because of how it even happened in the first place, I guess. So Edge, the way it all even began in the first place was Gangrel started having this obsession with Edge, and they ended up having a rivalry. And to really get to Edge, Gangrel let Edge know he had his little brother.
Mm-hmm.
His little brother, of course, was Christian. Eventually, Edge became a part of the Brood. Right? When Edge joined Gangrel, it was Gangrel, Christian, and Edge, and that was the Brood. Now, this is where there might be a glitch in the matrix when it comes to Edge and Christian.
Okay.
Edge and Christian were in the stable, the Brood. They weren't necessarily a tag team. But they left Gangrel together as Edge and Christian.
Okay.
So that's where it becomes interesting because the part that a lot of people forget or maybe didn't even know is that Edge walked in as a singles wrestler.
I don't really remember too much of that.
So Edge started off as a singles wrestler. And because of the rivalry with Gangrel, because of the Brood, this, that, and the other, Edge and Christian were born. Now, is Edge and Christian a thrown together tag team? Or are they just a tag team because they came from a stable together?
I think they're out. I think they are. Because, like you just explained, because they came in together like that, they were brought in together. It would be like throwing the Brothers of Destruction on a tag team as well, on a thrown together tag team. They were essentially designed to be together. Yeah.
Way too connected.
So are we saying that Edge and Christian were too connected as well?
I'm gonna say yeah. I don't think Edge and Christian can go in.
All right. Well, that works for me.
Even in storyline, it's too close to call it thrown together.
Okay. All right. So, another one that we missed a lot, or that I brought up since we've had this conversation before, but one that we missed, the natural disasters.
Yeah. Yes.
Earthquake and tsunami.
Typhoon. Piece of shit. You make me old as fuck when you do that kind of shit.
I should have just stopped right there.
He's like, yo, it's shaky and windy, right?
Oh fuck. My bad. That's on me. I'll take that loss.
Oh, shaky and windy. They were.
Oh, okay. So we've got the natural disasters. What about the mega powers?
I'm going to say no.
Ooh.
And the reason why I'll say no
What?
is because the Mega Powers were only a team to push forward the storyline of Macho versus Hogan. That was a storyline thing. They weren't put together as a team to legitimately see where this goes.
Okay, so with that being said, that kind of sets precedent now because teams like Shawn Michaels and John Cena don't qualify either.
No.
Even though they had a damn good dynamic, their whole story was their whole teaming together was based upon their WrestleMania match that was coming up.
Right, and this takes out a lot of things. This takes out Austin and Undertaker. This takes out Big Show and Undertaker. That kind of removes a lot of things. I understand that, but we have to be. I think we should have some kind of rules here. You know,
we're calling it in the ring.
The two dopest niggas out here. Like, it can't be that. Like, yo, remember when they put Hogan and Macho together? Yeah, but it wasn't for any other reason than for Macho and Hogan to have a rivalry.
Okay, so then I gotta ask, because another one on my list is the two-man power trip.
That's where it starts getting iffy.
Yeah, because I think that they had wasn't that around the same time that Austin and was it Hunter or Austin that was having issues like physically, so they put them together to kind of alleviate that.
Probably Austin.
Look at me, I'm supposed to be the researcher on this shit. Oh man, my
two-man power trip was very interesting. That's a very interesting one to think about because they weren't just put together, like they had actual good, solid rivalry, especially with Kane and Undertaker. Because people forget, may or may not even remember, Austin and Triple H were the WWE and Intercontinental Champion at one time as they were a team, and they won the tag team title from Taker and Kane.
Absolutely. So another one that we can, another one I want your opinion on is 3-minute warning.
Were they had thrown together tag teams?
You know what?
That warning came in as a tag team.
Yeah, I was going to say, now that I kind of look back at it, now 3-minute warning. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes?
Yeah, you said it like 4 times. What are you doing? I said 3-minute warning. Mr. Joke. Shroom over my head.
Okay. Now let's get into a little bit of well-known. What about the APA?
Big Bradshaw and Farouk.
I think they go on the list. I think they would have to.
Because Bradshaw was already established. He was part of the was it the New Blackjacks? He had already established himself as in the tag team world and as a singles competitor. So, and then Farouk famously linked with the Nation of Domination and also Ron Simmons. So, I mean, two big star athletes that had one arguably who had a legacy well beforehand, Farouk.
Arguably.
Who unarguably
Before they stuck a blue helmet on his head and put him with Sonny. Somebody.
That was a shitty gig. That's a
shitty gig.
But I mean, like I said, Ron Simmons, who had a Hall of Fame career, looking at him in the face already, longevity. Let's just place Farouk with Bradshaw and then call them the Acolytes. Stick them with the
Ministry.
The Ministry, yeah. Then later on, evolving that from the Acolytes to the Acolyte Protection Agency. So yeah, I would say a good thrown together tag team. Two superstars you would have never thought would have mixed together quite well.
Right.
Oh, there you go. There's rules for this. So 2 individual superstars. I love how we're coming up with the rules on the fly.
I don't know if that necessarily has to be it. It could be guys that, you look at it and you go, yeah, they should have been a tag team after they've been a tag team. I think that's fine.
Like Blackachet?
Absolutely.
Two superstars that definitely looked great together, but two flavors that you would have never thought went well together.
Mm-hmm. Like, after you put them together, you go, oh, yeah.
Oh, so let's jump. So what about you? What tag teams are you throwing out there?
Well, I'm torn between two of them, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say Truth and Miz. I enjoyed. I think we've already said Booker T and Goldie. That's clearly going to be on there.
I want to say that's top 3.
Booker T and Goldie?
Absolutely.
All right, can we stop dancing, and can I just tell you what the number 1 team is?
Let's go for it. Let's rip it off.
There is no argument. The New Age Outlaws.
Ooh. That's
the New Age Outlaws are the number 1 thrown together tag team ever.
Now, we argued a little bit about DX because you had Shawn Michaels and you had Triple H, but I mean, at that time,
they weren't a tag team.
Yeah, they were a stable.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of.
Singles wrestling. They had singles matches. They barely had tag matches.
Isn't that interesting to think about that? Their tag team career only kicked off when they came back in 2006.
It was pretty much over, yeah. And it was over.
Yeah.
And Sean wanted to have some fun on his way out.
So the New Age Outlaws number 1. Goldust and Booker T is number 2.
I'm trying. I don't ever want to argue against Booker T. So everything in me goes, yes, of course, Booker T. I'm trying to figure out how to argue it. What about Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne?
Air Boom?
Air Boom.
That's an interesting one. You know what's funny is
Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri.
I don't remember Eddie and Tajiri. I don't remember Eddie and Tajiri.
Do you know that's how they started coming in with cars?
Oh, it's through Tajiri?
Yes, Tajiri had walked up to Eddie, and Eddie was kind of had this thing of like, why would I be like, whatever, we're gonna team tonight, it's whatever, but like, why do I really care to be a tag team with you or whatever? And Tajiri kind of just walked up to him and Tajiri said, I lie, I cheat, and he held up the car keys, and he said, and I steal, right? And he gave the keys to Eddie, and the entrance was Eddie coming out in the lowrider with Tajiri. That's how that started.
Wow. Oh, I got one. A thrown together tag team. It's not a serious one, but William Regal and Eugene.
How dare you?
Come on.
All right, but we got to be real and say Rock and Sock.
Oh, that was the one that I was going for. I mean, is that number 2?
I don't know, because there's another one that just went out of my head, and I just had it.
Would you? Fuck, I say Rock and Sock is number 1.
What about the Bruiser Bros?
I'd like them to be on the list.
We didn't see that come to completion though, like we wanted to. COVID, fuck COVID. COVID ruined the Bruiser Bros. Or they called them the Broser Weights, but
I was gonna say
Bruiser Bros.
Yeah, the Bruiser Bros was definitely a better name that we had picked out for them.
Absolutely.
So, but hey, I hate to cut this short, but I have to run.
So
I feel okay.